Hi everyone, it's day 29 of my tech challenge, and today I'm adding ads to a iOS app. So I'm just setting up my app in Admob right now and creating some ad units. So I want to be able to add a banner ad and interstitial ad. So I'll set up both of those. Now I'll create my Xcode project. I just want it to be a blank iOS app. Once that's created, I'll change into the project directory and I want to add a pod file. So to add a pod file, you can go pod init, then just open your pod file. Then you can add in whatever pods you want. So I want the Google Mobile Ads SDK. And then you need to do a pod install. So you need to open the XC Workspace project. So you close down any current Xcode sessions and open that file. And it has all your pods in it. Now you want to add the following to the info plist. The first is a identification key for your app that you've created in Admob. So you can get that key from app settings. Probably should have copied the whole thing initially, but I didn't. And now we're ready to start adding ads to our app. Well, once we've added this to the app delegate. So import the Google Mobile Ads. Whoops, that's the wrong place for it. Thought I copied the other thing. So it basically enables Google Ads for your app, and then you can implement the different type of ads that you want. So I'm going to programmatically create a banner ad. So in the view controller, you import the Google Mobile Ads and add the code for instantiating the banner view. Then you want to set the ad unit ID. And if this was in production, you'd go and get the ad unit ID from the app and set that to the production ID, but we just want a test ID for now because we are just testing. So I've added the view controller as a delegate, and that's what I'm doing here. And basically, that means I can handle different events. So, for example, when we receive an ad, I can add the banner view to the view. If we don't receive one, then we won't have it added. So I can remove that code there. So that's pretty much how you add a banner ad. So if I run my code, oh yeah, that's right, I need to get the test ID. So now if I run my code, that should show the banner view down the bottom. I'm not sure why this hasn't loaded, but I'm just going to run again and set a breakpoint. So it's definitely, the banner view is definitely getting added to the view. So I'm not sure what the issue was the first time. But I can see my ads displaying now, so it was probably just some sort of load issue. And I've run it again just to make sure, and yeah, it shows again, so it's okay, it works well. So now I'm adding an interstitial ad. So this is to load my ad up and set it to the interstitial ad, and then I can show, I do this early on, and then I can show it whenever I want to. So I'm adding this full screen content delegate, which will enable me to see when the user closes the ad. This is useful because I might want to reload a new interstitial ad when that happens. So just a refactor so that I can call my my loading of my interstitial ad multiple times. And when the user dismisses the ad, then I can load a new one. Next up, I want to add a button so that when I click on the button, I can show the ad. So I'll go to my storyboard for that. I'm not going to add any constraints. It doesn't need to be pretty. It's just a really basic app to show a purpose. So here we go. I'm adding my button. and I'll give it the title show ad, and then I want to add the view controller next to it so I can set up my IB action. Just finding a good place to put it. And you can control and drag, and it'll create the IB action for you. Cool, so now if I go back to my view controller, I've got my IB action and I can copy and paste this code into it. So my interstitial is optional, so I'm just making it not optional there. And if I run this, I should be able to see an interstitial, a button that I can click, and then when I click that, an interstitial should show. So I've got my button, I click on it, it shows an interstitial, I close it, I'm going to see it, so I set a breakpoint so that when I close it, it goes and reloads an interstitial ad. And now I can show that new interstitial ad that I just loaded. That's it for today. It's all on GitHub, so check it out there.